YouTube, hello, my name is Natalie, and today we're taking a look at this photo of a pair of boots which I took in response to shadows caused by the blinds here one late afternoon. It was a quick set of photos. I saw the beautiful shadows, grabbed the camera, took some snaps and put the camera away, and then I edited them a couple of days later. This photo here, I like it. It looks as though the boots are looking out, wondering when the weather will flip, waiting to be like worn or taken out. I think the shot is nice for what it is. I feel it is almost nice enough to be used as a brand campaign shot, with the exception of one region in particular, and it's this one over here, the tip. Now, this image was exposed to the right, so this isn't a clipped highlight. I lost the color information during the editing, and I figured I'd see if I could fix this in post instead of starting over, which isn't always recommended, but perspective is always important. This isn't a paid shot, it's just for Instagram, so there's no need to waste unnecessary time on this. Now, as you can see, I edited this in the Camera Raw editor and then applied my punch and contrast and sharpness action to it. Videos that cover how to do this in depth are linked below if that's something you might be interested in. And here is a stamped or merged layer of all these edits, so let's disable those. We're working with this stamped layer here, this final-ish edited layer. This invisible layer here was my attempt at fixing this, and I was happy with how it turned out, which is why I thought to share this with you. So I'm gonna try repeat what I did. So let's move this down for now and attempt this fix all over again. Now, everything disabled we can ignore. We're working on this layer over here, but I'm not going to work directly on this layer. I want to keep it safe from my potential errors. So let's duplicate this layer and work on that duplicated layer. You can do that by dragging this layer while holding Alt or stamping it, which is what I do as a default, because this carries all the visible layers into one layer, which you obviously don't need to do for this because it's just one layer, but it's a habit. So Alt-Shift-Control-N for a new layer and Alt-Shift-Control-E to stamp this. Rename this, so LR stands for Lightroom, and making sure this layer is selected, let's apply the Camera Raw filter, which is this Lightroom. Navigate to Filter and Camera Raw Filter. Let's go straight for the brush tool because we only want to work on this problem area here, and let's reset the brush settings to default. While I select this problem area, let's identify in words what is off about it. It's desaturated, there's a coolness to its distal edges, it even appears to be overexposed. So let's see how this goes. Let's exposure down. Looking bad on the edges, we'll fix that. Let's control for some of the blue and that green, so take up the temperature, and that makes it even more greeny. So let's adjust the tint towards magenta. Up the contrast here, see how that works. Exposure a bit down. Now I'm focusing inside the dark ring because I've already decided I'll be lightly erasing that dark ring. So I'm paying attention to the inside compared to the rest of the boot. Contrast back down, reintroduce some saturation, and again with some contrast. Now let's sort this dark rim out. Erase the brush and see what feather works best. Down the feather, it's too hard, so let's up the feather and up the feather a bit more. Okay, this isn't perfect, but let's delete the brushwork and reintroduce it, so Ctrl Z. And that's enough of a difference in that boot tip that it's no longer a distraction now. Let's just see how this differs to my original amendment. Take that up. And I think I prefer the original amendments. I can't remember exactly what I did here, but as you can imagine, it's a lot of trial and error. Let's add some dust or whatever these speckles are for some texture and mood and whatever else, and crop for a more appealing composition. But there we go. It's another way to think about your mistakes, and though I wouldn't suggest you do this commercially, it doesn't hurt to have these little tricks up your sleeve to encourage you to think of your skills in a transferable manner. Now, obviously try to get this right in camera and in the original edit first and foremost, but that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you found this video helpful, useful, entertaining, if you feel you may have learned something, feel free to let me know down below, whether it's to say hello or what's up. It's all very welcome. Now, don't forget to keep taking photos, keep making videos, and as always, thank you so much for taking the time to be here, and I'll catch you in the next video.